Photosynthesis is the process by which plants and some bacteria use chlorophyll, a green pigment, to trap sunlight energy. The energy is used to synthesize carbohydrates.
Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast of the plant. Inside the chloroplast, the light-dependent reaction takes place in thylakoids. Granum is a stack of thylakoid discs, and grana is multiple stacks of thylakoid discs.
Stroma is the gel that surrounds the thylakoids, where the light-independent reaction takes place. Lumen is the gel inside the thylakoid. The CF1 particle, or ATP synthase, is where ATP is created. H2O enters the thylakoid, which splits into three. 2 electrons, which go to photosystem 2, 2 hydrogens, which goes to the CF1 particle, and 2 half oxygens, which wait for another oxygen molecule in order to create O2, which will eventually leave the plant. The electrons then travel to photosystem 2. Light strikes this photosystem, which excites the electrons, creating energy. The lost energy from the electrons is used to pump hydrogen into the lumen. The electrons then travel to photosystem 1. Light strikes this photosystem, which excites the electrons, creating energy once more. The electrons then join up with hydrogen and NADP to create NADPH. ATP and NADPH then travel to the light-independent reaction in the stroma.
This process takes place in the stroma and does not require sunlight energy. This process uses CO2 and hydrogen to produce sugar. The CO2 comes from the Earth's atmosphere, and the hydrogen comes from the NADPH from the light-dependent reaction. ATP is the energy that drives the cycle. 6 CO2 particles which comes from the atmosphere are fixed by RUBP. The CO2 sugars are very unstable and then split into 2 groups of 6 PGAs, which is C3 sugars. The PGAs use ATP as energy to remove hydrogen from NADPH to form a new molecule called pGAL. In 6 Calvin cycles, 2 pGALs are used to produce C6H12O6, also known as glucose, which is used as energy for cellular respiration. The leftover 10 pGALs recycle back into RUBP, which continues the cycle.